Hello and welcome. I hope you all are having a wonderful and amazing day. Today I am doing or showing you guys my 30 by 30 eyeshadow project pan. I don't know. It's also a pan those eyeshadows, but I'm doing it differently and there's just a whole lot of situations. I'm going to go ahead and make a playlist and link it down below if you want to watch it. So, I am trying to pan 30 eyeshadows by my 30th birthday. I just want to go ahead and get started. I'm actually going to be doing it a little differently today. I thought of this idea within the last couple weeks. I thought every 3 months I will show you just the whole plethora of what I've hit pan on in total. So, I got a comment on my last video. I did see it. It said to show or write down all of the pans that I hit and write them in the description box down below. And yes, I did see that. I will do that for sure. Are you itchy? Are you just okay? She rolled over. Okay. My dog. She's anyway. I don't have to explain this. Alright, my mind is a million different places, so I'm just going to go ahead and get started. I wanted to start with my Super Shock shadows that are here. Let's go ahead and get started. So, notoriously, Super Shock shadows are very easy to get pan on. So, I do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 here to show you. So, let's go ahead and get started. First and foremost, I do have the shade Bubbly right here. Next, I have the shade called Moonwalk. Gorgeous. If you can get your hands on this, do that. I have the shade Slave 2 Pink, all one word, right there. Another gorgeous shade. I love their Super Shock shadows. I think they're gorgeous. One is called I Like You. Right there. Again, these are notoriously easy to hit pan on, so I've been pulling in a lot of them. This one is called Ripple. Again, another beautiful, just highly recommend again. Next is the shade called Cusp. Beautiful. If you can't tell, I like mermaid type shades. And last but not least, is called Superfly. Super beautiful. Alright, so those are all my Super Shock shadows. Now let's get into palettes, and then I'll do my single shadows after. Actually, no, I'll do singles because it's less. First and foremost, I do have one in here. This comes from the Colourpop Mar Palette. It is in the shade HWY. Oh, there you go. There you can see it. Okay, so I dropped the palette and a little bit came out of the corner, and I just used that to hit pan on. Whether that's cheating or not, I have been loving it. So I also have depot all of my Super Shock shadows and put them into this very large Z palette. Now they're in order. It looks all jumbled up, but I know the order of it, so that's what matters to me. Alright. Oh, and I think, this is HWY Mar. Actually, that one, forgive me, okay? So this one is from the Mar palette. It is HWY, HWY. And then this one is the Bretman Rock collection in the Wet palette, and it is called LOL, I'm Crying. Yeah, I looked all of these up before this video so I could tell you guys. That's how I'm remembering it at the top of my head. So sorry that I mixed them up. They're both blue, who cares? But, okay, so those two are in here again. If you can see that corner pan right there. Again, this palette also fell. I used it and took advantage of it. This is from the Lit collection from, again, that Bretman X Colourpop release. This one is LOL, I'm Crying. Well, shit, what is that one? I don't know, I'll leave the name here. Maybe I'm mixing up names. I thought I got it all. I'll get something right today. But, okay, so 8, 9, 10, 11. We're at 11 eyeshadows so far. We have some more to go. I have one more single. Brain. Hello. This is from Looxi Beauty. It is called Boss Babe. That huge pan right there. Gorgeous shade. I absolutely love it. If you have not checked out Looxi Beauty, I highly recommend you doing so. They're just amazing and gorgeous. Okay, so one that I hit from here, you're going to see a lot of pan, and it's not all from this year. A lot of it is from last year, but one pan is from this year, which is Pop right here. A lot of this pan I had in my, oh shoot, what is it called? The, crap, hello, what is it called? Oh, the project pan that my friend Nat created. She wanted us to have 13 items, and 11 of my items were in this palette. So, I do have quite a bit of pan in here. I think I have pan in 11 shades now. I didn't hit all of my goals in that project, but it's okay. I'm making my way towards it now, so. There's all that pan. Again, that only shade right there. So that was number 12. One more comes from, oh, excuse me, I forgot a single. They're all in different palettes. This is a lot of my Colourpop shadows. Now you will see a lot of it missing because I'm creating my own palette. I want to get a lot more use out of my single shadows because I see all of my singles go into a pan to die, basically, because I barely use them because I would rather have color palettes or palettes that already have a color story that I can relate to. So instead of doing that, I create my own color story and relate to it. So there's two pans in here. Only one I hit this year, one I hit last year. This one is this shade Wait For It right here. It was in a previous project pan. I never hit pan on it, so it had a pretty good dip, and I used it to hit pan. It was great. Alright, another one comes from this Flamingo palette from Voss. I hit pan in the shade Pineapple right there. Gorgeous, amazing. Trying to get more use out of my palettes and my single eyeshadow. And this, and that, and this. The next two come from my Modern Renaissance palette. And it is Vermeer and Buon Fresco. I really loved putting Vermeer in the crease and putting Venetian Red or Love Letter on my lid and putting the Vermeer on my inner corner. That is such an amazing look. If you guys have not tried it, I highly recommend you doing so. Also, I've seen a lot of people, the reason why I mentioned that in general is because I've seen a lot of people not even wanting to use Buon Fresco, and I get it. Cool tone neutrals aren't really people's thing, but I can honestly say it wasn't my thing until I did that, and it came out amazingly. Another two shadows, before I get too rambly in here, come from this BH Carli Bybel palette right here. This is the deluxe edition, which I'm pretty sure was the second palette, but I hit pan, significant pan in this shade, and then I hit just regular pan in this shade. So I call these number 8 and number 11. So I did use these to repress, or not repress, but franken a highlight. So, alright, and my last few all come from this palette. I swear, when I put this palette up as my Pan That Palette of 2020 onto my Instagram, people were into it. People loved it. And I always get questions on how I feel about this palette. And I've hit pan in so many shades, and I can honestly say, I don't know how I feel about it. If I'm being honest, I truly don't. So, Last year, I hit pan in 1, 2, 3, 4 shades, if I'm remembering correctly. I think I either hit 4 or 5 pans already last year. I may have already hit pan in this one or not. I don't know, but I should really know this. So I'm going to say I did hit pan in it, and I've only hit pan in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 pans. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So altogether 10 shades. I am going to try and hit pan on this very soon. Hopefully we'll see that in my next update. Hello, Editing Kaylee here. I missed 3 shades that I was supposed to show you. I'm showing them to you now. They come from my Huda Beauty Amethyst Obsessions palette. I did already hit pan last year in this shade. I do have pan in this shade, and this shade. I know you can't, I know you can barely see that one, and this one's kind of hard to see. So I'll show you a picture of what it looks like right now. Like I said, I did hit pan in these 3. Forgive me for missing this, but that's it. That's all the pans that I've hit this year so far. As I mentioned before, I am doing it a little differently than I normally do. Do you guys like this version better? Do you like it when I show you guys what I'm working on, what I'm going to be working on? I just need basically a reference point on how you guys like this video to come about. Yes. I really like structure, and I thrive on structure. I like to know, okay, this is what I need to do, this is how I need to do it, blah 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 blah. Okay, so pan those eyeshadows. I forgot to mention in the beginning because I'm just all over the place. Pan those eyeshadows was created by Looxi. I will link her down below. Now, how she does her video is, or how she structures her videos are, or how she used to, because she's not doing them anymore, but she would put all of her shadows into a spreadsheet and randomize, generate the number, whichever, and find the number that corresponds with that shadow. Find the shadow that corresponds with the number and use that. For me, I'm literally just trying to hit pan on 30 eyeshadows before my birthday, and I'm feeling like it's going to happen very quickly. But also, I'm too lazy to put my shadows in a spreadsheet. It's so much, and for somebody that has 60 palettes, I want somebody to come over and do it for me. And I know my husband wouldn't do it because I don't want to do it. So, in saying all that, I'm going to leave the video here. What do you guys think I should do? Should I turn this into Pan Those Eyeshadows? I mean, if you tell me to do it, I guess I will. But I need the motivation, and if no one's gonna watch it, I don't want to do it. And I really liked doing it this way for every like 3 months. So it would be like in March, which should have been last month, and then I'll do the skin in June, and then at the end of June, I have in the beginning a group collab. We're going to be showing all the pans that we've hit since January to now, and then at the end of June, I will come back and do all of the pans that I have personally hit. Yeah, and I think that's it. I think I'm going to go. I'm just being rambly now, and you guys don't want to hear my inner thoughts, I'm sure. I hope you all have a lovely, amazing, fantastic day. I hope you all are doing well in this time. I know it's very hard for people. For Texas right now, where I live, was it governor? I don't know. But it was now okay for everybody to be wearing masks, but still staying 6 feet apart. You could be in groups of 5, maybe 6. I think it's 6, but we still have to be wearing masks and 6 feet apart, but we are able to now go out. So, and I know that's different for everywhere else. So please, I want you to all know you are in my thoughts and prayers, and I'm just sharing the love here. So, I hope you all feel it. Air hug. I hope you all have a wonderful, amazing, fantastic day, and I hope to see you all in the next video. Bye.